Hello, my name is Christine Lhowe. I'm an assistant professor of art and design at Seton University, a liberal arts university in South Orange, New Jersey. I teach undergraduate graphic design, typography, and user experience courses. My presentation focuses on facilitating group projects to highlight the similarities they have to collaborative professional practice settings. When I assign group projects, a common concern students in my courses have is, will I be able to present it in my portfolio? They are concerned in showing work where multiple designers participated in the outcome, and not every portion is exclusively theirs. Is this misleading? In professional practice, whether you're on a design team working daily with other creatives or working as an independent designer collaborating with your clients, various perspectives and ideas often mesh together in forming the final design. Showcasing work that isn't solely yours is typical and can benefit the designer in showing their collaboration skills as long as proper credit is given. I will be showing you two case studies in branding and user interface design where I embedded the following methods to help students better understand the collaborative nature of the field. When collectively generating ideas, ownership of a concept may become ambiguous as ideas are often merged together. Designers are often asked to develop new creative assets while upholding an existing aesthetic for a brand, which raises the question, was this my idea? We utilized industry collaboration tools. Students were asked to set up a shared Google Drive folder where all assets for their projects would be stored. They also created a team in Microsoft Teams for their group to have quicker chat-based conversations. Brand Evolution is an upper-level course that focuses on the process of creating a brand. In their final project of the semester, students were asked to develop an innovative brand concept for a local store that encourages the community to shop local. Each group consisted of 4 students, and the project length was 6 weeks. They were responsible for the full branding process, including strategy, the visual brand identity, and relevant brand touchpoints. After conducting research on local businesses, one class session was dedicated to brainstorming. Students created mind maps, sketches, and set up a brand brief together. They then individually designed logos, which they presented the following week. Students outside of the group, as well as myself, were responsible for critiquing the logos and deciding the strongest direction for the group to go in, which mimicked a client decision-making process when a design team presents multiple concepts. The selected logo and the coinciding visual elements would lead the design for the remaining portions of the project. Each team created brand guidelines that were used to ensure visual consistency. They outlined appropriate uses of the logo, typography, color, and imagery. Critiques were held weekly, where students were able to assess each other's work in elevating the brand and gain feedback from the class and myself. With the logo design belonging to one student of the group, the additional members would be asked to design unique assets with the visual decisions of the logo designer. The final projects were presented in 2 ways. The first was as a group, which represented a client presentation. The second was individually to me, which mimicked a job interview where students practiced articulating their individual role in the project and their team collaboration. A similar overarching process was followed in my Web Design 1 class, which is taught to juniors. Some techniques varied, as tools and software and interactive design varied. Students were broken into groups of 3 and asked to create a 12-page website over the course of 6 weeks for a student organization at the university. Each group worked collaboratively on conducting research, developing user personas, and creating the information architecture. This mimicked collaboration in an agency between strategists, copywriters, designers, and developers. Each member of the group created a unique homepage based off of their wireframes and research, showing the importance of presenting multiple concepts to a client. Through class critiques, a homepage design direction was selected to use as a leading UI of the site. Students collectively refined UI elements and created an easily accessible design system in Adobe XD in the Assets panel. Components included type hierarchies, color, and interactive elements such as buttons and navigations, which are critical when collaborating on a user interface. This was used to ensure that various designers are able to enter the file and create consistent visual output. It was used to design the remaining 11 pages of the site, which were divided amongst the group. Upon completion of the design, students created an interactive prototype, which was used for commenting by myself and the students on improvements needed prior to group presentations of the final project. This represented receiving and implementing virtual client comments during the later stages of an interactive project prior to launch. Both group projects were successful. The results were fruitful, and students were drawing connections between the process they were undertaking and the relevance it had to their careers. Like collaborating in professional practice, learning to work with different personalities and skill sets was a large part of the process. Students were not only producing creative work, but also navigating roles and responsibilities within their team. I'm proud of what they achieved, and I hope this group of students can answer the question for themselves: yes, I can use this in my portfolio. Thank you.